Hello, welcome back to another episode of Kidderminster Harriers FC with me, Jaylee Snake Rebel. Alright then, so last time we met, we played, I believe, Stockport in the third round replay and Telford. In this one then, we've got a top of the table clash with Darlington, and as you saw there, we scraped through an FA Trophy fourth round with Maidstone. It went to extra time. And we didn't get anything out of it, and then on the next one we went to extra time again and then through to penalties again. And if I click this, it shows that we actually missed 3 of them. However, they missed 4 of their penalties, so it was quite the long penalty shootout, and I wasn't too pleased with it. Which obviously meant that for the next couple of games I heavily rotated. And we still ended up winning, which caused a bit of a headache. So I'm not sure what I'm meant to be playing with Darlington, if I'm playing my first team or if I play the second team, because we still won. And as you can see, we haven't lost for a very long time. The last time losing coming back in November, and then last time we played Darlington back on middle of sort of October time, we lost 1-0, and we was at home then as well. So I'm looking probably to go a balanced sort of mentality this time around. Right then. Also, Kidderminster, I've just asked to upgrade the youth level, so that's hopefully going to go up to a 1, and we'll see what happens in the meantime. As the table stands, then we've got Darlington at the top with 74 points, and we're on 72. So it is the top of the table clash, and we haven't got that many games left, I don't think. How many have we actually got left? So we've got not that one. Oh, is this our last game? Can't be. No, it's not. So then remaining fixtures, obviously after Darlington, we've got another 1, 2, 5 games. So, I suppose it's in our hands, and last thing we want to be doing at this point is just starting to get a couple of losses. I don't even mind getting draws, but a couple of losses here and there, even if it's 2 or 3, I feel that that's going to drop us out of the title race. So then getting into the team selection. As you can see, if I do a quick pick, it puts this team out, but I would like to put James Dutton out there because he's a little bit fitter. Dylan Crow's now a little bit fitter as well. I think I'm going to put Mikio on the bench in terms for Higginson because he's a bit more thingy. Bailey Fuller's going to go in as a replacement for Dylan there. Stansfield is going to come in for Andy Hayes because he's good, but he's just unhappy, and I'm trying to make him happy so I can get him a new contract, because if we look at his attributes, he's definitely someone that shouldn't be here, and I think he came from Darlington, so I do want to make him happy and get him better. So that'd be handy. Right then. So, let's get straight into it, shall we? Alright. Right then, so we're going with Mannion in goal, James Dutton on the left, Crow on the right with Reece Williams and Kevin Lowe in the middle. Declan Weeks bringing up the... Declan Weeks or Dylan Weeks, I forget. Bringing up the base midfield. Shenton and Naby in the middle with Ed Williams, Chambers and Samuels up front. Okay. I think I might have to go. So I have gone for a balanced mentality for this one because I don't want to be pushing out too much. I think just saying have a good day is probably the best way to go about it. I definitely want to keep it on balance because, like I say, we are the away team and we did lose at home to these guys last time we played them. Granted, we wasn't on as much form as it was before, but we definitely want to sort of kick on and try not to lose at least. But there we go. We've already conceded. from a set piece that we should have been defending a lot better, and that is Darlington 1-0 up. There we go. Yep, set piece comes in, and I think we're going to have to at least try and push them back a little bit and see what happens. Alright then, Darlington on the attack, coming down our right hand side by the looks of it. So slow to start, but it's going down the right hand side with Campbell for Darlington. And we managed to intercept with Ed Williams. Ed Williams puts it forward for Chambers. Chambers sort of passes it to the keeper. And with that being our best chance so far in the game, should have done a lot better. Story then with a throw for Darlington. And he puts it into the box, and it's gone on head, and it's slightly just over the top of the bar. And it is a goal kick for Kidderminster in the end. Crow then with a throw-in to Weeks. Weeks puts it back to Crow. Crow runs down the right-hand side, and he hoofs the ball straight down the front for Chambers. Chambers running straight at the keeper and hits it, and the keeper makes a beautiful save, puts it over the bar for a corner. So then, corner to be taken by Weeksy. Weeks is hopefully going to do an in-swinger. He is. And it's headed relatively clear from Darlington, but Nabier picks it up and gets back to Mr. Williams. Unfortunately, the highlight dies out. Not to be outdone, Chambers picks up the throw-in. Weeksy to Naby. Crow then on the overlap, looking to cross it into the box. Samuels with his head and puts it on the back of the net. Austin Samuels with his 23rd goal of the season puts us level with Darlington at their place, and the fight is back on. Whew. And we're looking good on the stats as well. As you see there, Weeksy to Naby, Naby to Crow on the overlap, puts it into the box, and Samuels with a nice little glancing header to flick it down to the keeper's low left. Alright then, so that puts us back on level terms. Hopefully that will change the score around a little bit there. Oh, it already has, because I'm a nutter. It would be nice to win, because that took us up to 75 and put Darlington down to 74, but we are okay with a draw because it keeps our run of form going. I wouldn't say we deserve to win, but we definitely owe Darlington after the last time. Like I say, we lost 1-0 at home last time we played them, and the stats are showing that we are doing a great job, and we'll continue to do that. Right then, I'm going to drop that there, and we're going to bring on Pearson for Chambers, as he's not doing the greatest of jobs there. Fuller is going to come on, I think, for Ed Williams there. Fuller is going to continue as a attacking midfielder. Shenton can drop back to being a playmaker, and Nabi can stay as he is there, and he can come back to being a half anchorman, just to defend, make sure nothing's going crazy there. Pearson can go as a pressing forward on support for the poacher. Alright, there we go. Change is made. Let's get the shouting for the creativity to be flowing, as Darlington are looking uninterested, and we move up to inspired from the feedback. Their ratings are not that great. We should probably be attacking a little bit more. I might push to attacking once we get moving. I'm going to pause there though, and I'm going to take off Dylan Crow because he's flagging. Mikio's still not that ready. Put him on sack anyway, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he's going to cut inside for the forwards on the overlap, and we'll see what happens. Looks like it's going to be a draw. No highlights realistically on the second half, but I'll take a draw any day of the week for that. Not too bad. Tell the boys it was excellent. Absolutely, we didn't lose, and we went straight into it. Right then, so like I say, the next game is going to be against Bromley in the first round. Oh, no. The next game is going to be Bromley in the FA Trophy semi-final leg 2. There's no point coming back for the first one, because no matter what happens there, we'll come back for the second one, and we'll get the outcome of that. See you in a minute. Welcome back. So then, we played Bromley in the first semi-final leg, and this was the score, 2-2. Great, not too bad. Let's just watch the goals quickly, shall we? We was 2-0 up at half time, and here we go. So this is us scoring in the first shot. There's Samuel's nice little worldly goal there. Great. Fantastic. Is this the second? I'm assuming this is the second one, right? So this is the second one. Then you've got Chambers there, putting it in. All fantastic. So that's us then. 2-0 up at half time. 82nd minute. I've just praised them. There you go. They come in with a 2-1 thing. And then you get this that makes it 2-2. You ready? What's that? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, went to Alfreton, who were like 21st, I think, in the league at that point. Somewhat rotated squad. And we won them 3-1. So obviously after seeing those goals and having the Darlington match earlier, we come back for the semi-final. Second leg, which is actually at home this time around. So we do have the advantage that we've already scored 2 away goals. This is probably going to be the team that we are taking out. Strength, not too bad on the bench there, but we've got Mannion in goal, Dutton on the left, Crow on the right, Johnson and Williams in the middle. Weeks in the base of midfield, we've got Shenton and Naby in the middle, with Ed Williams, Samuels and Chambers much unchanged for the second leg of the semi-final for the FA Trophy. Alright then, so let's move on into the game. Absolutely pick up where you left off. And let's see what's happening. We will go positive this time because we are at home, so we may as well. Not sure why I clicked on show some passion. I was meant to get creative, but that's what happens when you're trying to speak and do the talks at the same time. And there you go, Ed Williams with that kind of goal. It seems to be that we are shooting some decent shots from outside the box, and it's paying off. It's really paying off. So Samuel's back to Dutton, then Dutton through to Shenton. Shenton, with all the space in the world, just passes it through to Ed Williams. Ed Williams hooks and turns and shoots without barely looking at the goal and slips it just into the bottom left-hand corner there. Weeksy then with the cross from the set-piece corner. Dutton gathering the shot. The head that was loosely cleared from Bromley, so as Bromley's defence line there. And it's floated in for Samuels. Samuels has a shot, deflects off the keeper. He has a second chance and it hits the woodwork. Unfortunately, we do not get to see the goal kick that results from that. Alright then, Bromley then with a chance with the throw-in. We have it blocked and Shenton picks up the loose ends. He's running down that left-hand side. He's hopefully going to cut inside. He's going to square it across. No, he's not. He's going to have a shot, and the keeper does just enough to parry it wide to his left-hand side, which should give us a nice little corner there. Weeksy again with the set piece. Swings it out, and it hits the head of Cheek, and Dutton picks up the semi-clearance there, which apparently comes to no additional highlight. 20 minutes in then, we won 1-0 up on the night and 3-2 up on aggregate. Not looking too bad on the old stats there either. And as it stands, Chesterfield and Torquay are also drawing 1-1, both with the 1 goal away from home each. So we've got Kelly now for Bromley, looking to get it forward, but we intercept, and Shenton in the middle passes it back to Weeks. Weeks dummies it and passes it to Johnson. Johnson floats it over the top, and it is rather booted clear down the line, straight through the middle for Cheek. And Cheek has a shot and probably should have done a bit better, but fortunately for us, it was not as good as we would have liked it for our team, and therefore it goes wide. And that takes us up to half time then, so 1-0. We've had a lot of shots, they've only had the 1 on target. Yes, we'll tell them it's been great, but we need to guard against the complacency. We want to be assertive and say, don't think the job's done yet, boys. Make sure that once again, I am asking, do not get complacent. Right, Dutton then with the throw-in to Shenton, back to Dutton. Dutton out to Weeksy. Weeksy has a shot, and on his right-hand foot, he sticks it into the right-hand corner of that net. So 2-0 on the night and 4-2 on aggregate. Here we are again, Dutton with the throw to Shenton. Shenton back to Dutton. Dutton puts it through to Weeks in all the space in the world. Gets a chance to look up, have a shot, and places it just, again, another shot from outside the box and bangs it into that left-hand side of the keeper or to his right. It looks like Crow's going to get to that then. Crow's going to hopefully put that back in the box, or it's just on the edge of the box. He could have a shot and takes the shot. And again, from the edge of the area, another shot straight in the back of the net. It seems that we have a team that can shoot from outside the box with long shots. May as well utilise it. Dylan Crow then managed to actually look up and get it onto his right hand foot, and he does a nice little gambol on the floor because obviously we don't want him getting injured. So we don't want him doing those cartwheels. Crow then with the throw in this time to Naby. Naby back to Crow. Crow tries to get the cross through, but it's blocked and ends up with Naby. Naby to Weeks. Naby getting the ball back from Weeks again. And Weeks puts it back to Mr. Williams back there. Williams puts it out onto the left hand side to Dutton. Dutton cuts inside. He's going to just pass it through to Shenton, and Shenton puts it into Ed Williams, and Ed Williams has a shot. It's deflected off Cameron Evans from Bromley, and sadly that is most certainly going to see the night out after that kind of own goal. Our players are probably going to become a little disinterested at this point, so we may as well look at getting a couple of substitutions on, get a couple of the kids on, and see if we can actually do something with that then. So Stansfield's definitely going to come on. He's going to come on for... Oh no, he's not coming on for Declan Weeks. That's certainly not going to be the case. Dylan Crow can come off then for Mikio. Alex Prosser can come off for Declan Weeks, and Stansfield can come on for Oliver Shenton. Oliver Shenton's starting to flag. He can go in the ball-winning midfielder role as a support, and Naby can go into a central midfield, that automatic, while Prosser comes back and plays the deep playmaker role. There we go. So we'll get that going on. We'll get the shouts on. Praise them a bit, because it is 4-0 on the night at home now. We can probably drop back to balance just to kill the game off. We don't need to be pushing them any further. We don't want to humiliate them realistically, but look at these scores for the ratings there. Alright, then the keeper puts it forward, and William picks up the loose end, passes it to Johnson. Johnson passes it back to Williams. Williams runs over to the right hand side of the pitch, slides it straight through the middle for Stansfield in acres of space, looks up and passes it over to the left hand side for Dutton to pick up. Dutton starts running forward on the left hand side of the pitch now. He's looking to pass it over to Ed Williams. Ed Williams slips it over to the side. Naby picks out Mikio. Mikio has a shot, and keeper does well to parry that away and win the corner. The corner then is probably going to be taken by Weeksy or Dutton. Dutton it is. So Dutton, low cross, and it's Samuels that picks up, and Dutton gets another cross in, but it ends up with the head of a Bromley player, and it goes out for a throw, and nothing more comes of it. Okay then. So overall, we've been pretty damn good on the night today. Some decent, nice little ratings there. 31 shots, 16 of them on target, just to make sure that we know where Bromley are. Bromley are 5th in the Vanarama National League. Would you look at that, boys and girls? That tells me that when it comes to the next step up, hopefully, we should be looking at that and going, yeah, we'll have some of that, please. Obviously, with our win over Alfreton there in the Vanarama National League North, Alfreton are obviously 21st, like I said, so that was an easy win. But with that win, it put us above Darlington, who obviously, like much of the rest of the league, have a game in hand over us. So that's going to be it for today. We will probably come back for the last 2 games of the season. What was I commenting on that one then? As I was saying, we'll come back for the last 2 games then. So it'll be York and the FA Trophy final. And that'll be the very last episode then. Well, not the very last episode, but the last episode for the season. Currently, I think we're on a 24-match unbeaten run at the minute, something ridiculous. I don't expect that to be lasting all the way through the rest of the season, but we don't know. We've got a nice little team. They've gelled well, and we'll see, I guess, won't we? We'll see. Also, side note quickly. What was it? I don't even know. I don't know what it was. Yeah, so this is what I was going to show you. Pleased to announce that the facilities for the youth facilities are going to be going up a level. It's going to cost us $85,000. It's going to start at the end of the season, and it should be done within the time that it starts to actually start the new season as it is. So, yes, if you like that, you have to let us know what your favourite game was there. Was it the Bromley semi-final second leg? Was it the own goal? Or, you know, was it the fact that we only drew with Darlington, which eventually allowed us to sort of take the lead until further notice? Drop a like and we'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta.